There are fewer things more confusing to me than the outright mystifying stupidity of the games industry. An industry plagued by business decisions so bizarre and crazed, they just make you want to throw your hands up in the air and shake your head in disbelief. Like the Kinect.
Kinect is here, and it's real. This is what happens when technology gets out of your way.
Or how come there's never been a 3D sandbox Pokemon game? Why, with all the assets and power companies like EA and Ubisoft have, do their games suck so bad?
Sorry.
Why did it take so long to make a Dragon Ball game that actually looks like Dragon Ball? A company that actually cares about their source material? Will wonders never cease? Or going one step further, why, with all the potential and charm a world like Dragon Ball has, did they never make a fully realised open world that you could explore and adventure in? Goku, as a kid at least, got up to all kinds of trouble in all sorts of weird, messed up situations. An RPG set in that world seems so perfect, it's hard to believe a project like that never got off the ground. The closest we ever got were the Game Boy Advance games based off the Dragon Ball Z story arcs, and those games were awesome. Can you imagine if they took it further? Goku flying around on the Nimbus, dropping into Red Ribbon army bases to hunt for Dragon Balls, all the while dodging bullets and punching robots? And that's not to even mention all the whacked out fantasy stuff.
I took him to the moon.
Yeah, gangster bunnies on the moon. I guess those guys died when Roshi blew it up then. Oh well, no big loss. Well, anyway, thankfully I don't have to imagine a game like that too hard because it already got made. Well, basically. I mean, just look at it. It doesn't even take too much of a stretch of the imagination. Clean that up a bit, give him black hair, a pull, make that one bald, some dots, there's a bean, yellow the cloud. Yep, that's Dragon Ball. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom had asked directly for the license and got turned down. Dan, what do we do now? Well, we can still make the game, let's just call it something else. It worked for Mario. Let's call it Mega Twins. Yeah, thanks a bunch, Akira Toriyama. You know, it's not like we don't already have enough fighting games. And the similarities don't end there either. Oh no, we've barely scratched the surface. This game may as well have been called Fire-Breathing Lizard Orbs for all they tried to hide it. Even the opening title screen, renamed Chiki Chiki Boys for the console port. I mean, look at all those stars. Not unlike the stars on the Dragon Balls, eh? Eh? Okay, that one's a bit of a stretch. Until you see the opening scene demo, that is. Let's see here. Naked babies flying through space as a last-ditch effort to save them from total annihilation. Nah, it's gotta be a coincidence. Let's just get on with the game. First off, you get to pick from either red or blue, but for some reason the red guy looks lame, so I'm going to choose the cool looking blue one. And then you're given a very suspicious name entry screen with 4 characters. And let's see here. What Todo? That's not a very good name. And let's try that again. Look. Okay. Yum? That's not even 4 letters. Ah, God, forget it. Goku. That's better.
Garkea?
So now I get to pick a stage, so we've got a few choices here. I can either search the sky or the sea below, but I'll go with the land to start since it's, well, stage 1 and it's the easiest out of the bunch, so that helps. Oh my god, oh sorry, I just got whiplash. It's been a while since I've seen... What is that anyway? Oh yeah, colour in video games. And putting aside the charming music and visuals, it's not long before you run into your first in-game Dragon Ball reference with these walking senzu beans. Unless you count these weird little furry freaks. They kind of remind me of Poir a bit. But no, I hear you cry, Poir could fly. Or float, whatever. Well... Oh, but whoa, I got ahead of myself and went a minute too far into the game. I missed some references. Now, let's see. What the darn heck is that? A capsule? And it heals you? What's in it? Soda pop?
Is there a grape, guys?
And there's a strange little blue thing in a spaceship? Anyway, so you fight your way through the obligatory fire level, scrambling up walls the only way Goku can, and collecting magic orbs, breaking rocks and killing Poires, a lot of Poires, until the first boss. Well, I guess they can't all be references, but defeating the thing frees the first of the 3 gods imprisoned by the aforementioned horrible monster, or in this case a young blonde goddess with an apparent fascination with bombs. And she's so pleased that she gives you one. Well, that's great, thanks. But what, no Uzis? I gotta say, that'd definitely help with the forces of evil.
Yo, watch out, people, we're coming through!
But I digress. On to Skyland! And of course, how else would you expect to travel there without this handy dandy bird hat? I mean, do you think the crane hermit just learned sky dancing? Nope, it was the bird hat. Other than that though, you're just kind of slogging your way through here, murdering everything you come across, all the while the sun is just smiling away. Everything is as it should be. Oh my god, what, a Dragon Ball? It looks like the 6th star ball, but I don't know, it could be the 7th. Well, don't throw it away, you might need it. Oh well. So anyway, you eventually come to this troll thing with 1 horn and you have to defeat it in order to use its super secret shortcut.
What secret passage? What are you talking about?
It was a trick! That sneaky troll! But never mind that for now. It wouldn't be Chiki Chiki Boys without dinosaurs. And they spit eggs too, which is a weird kind of mashup. Even the cartoonish cuts look the same.
Great!
Oh, darn it. Now what do I do?
Come to me, flying Nimbus!
Oh yeah, it's Dragon Ball. I almost forgot about that. Well, time to climb Corrin's tower. But wait a second, that's cheating. No Nimbus allowed. No, that's okay. I mean, we can't make it too obvious, otherwise people might suspect. So instead of a cat, it's a goat. There, now no one will ever know. And don't think I didn't spy those water jars in the corners. Well, thankfully, stage 3 is a bit less heavy-handed. I mean, I know how much Goku likes to beat up giant fish, but this is ridiculous. I don't know, maybe this is supposed to be Gohan. I don't think I ever remember Goku using a snorkel mask, and there is a sunken ship in this stage. Maybe we're supposed to be looking for Marin's Pearl. And I can't believe I'm making that kind of a comparison. That episode sucked. Thanks a lot, Krillin. So, in the end, you beat up a giant fish, as you do, and doing so finally saves the last god, and ends the game, if you choose to wuss out and play on easy. But if you play it like a normal person, the 3 godly treasures combine into a mystical, magical, glowing sphere called the Dragon Eyes. See? Completely different. And for some reason, this opens a door filled with rainbow light that leads to an unknown and hellish dimension of tests and challenges. But regardless, this new freaky dimension is no joke and the palette swapped enemies are out in full force. Not so many references at this point sadly, and I can't say I remember too many fairies in Dragon Ball, but they do have blue Bulma hair and apparently they'll give me non-helpful redundant advice if I save them. Oh well. Oh, what, another Dragon Dino? Where are the new references? I'm starting to get impatient here. It's been almost 2 whole minutes. Oh, there we go. And what? You thought I was exaggerating? Look at that background. Look really closely and tell me that's not hell. Or Hiffil. Yeah, you've got the same cloud ceiling, barren landscape, UFOs with boxing gloves and little flying garlics. So, Garlic Juniors? Oh, what's this? Ben Rasp? Must be the king of hell. Well, I can take him. I'm the strongest in the world. What?
Piccolo! I should have known that you were still alive, you big monster!
Goku, wait!
This is not Piccolo.
Well, sure it is. Just look at him. He even throws out minions to do his dirty work. Look, there's Beanie and Beano, Mr. Bean. Oh, okay. He wasn't that hard. On to the next stage. Crystal Castle in the sky is now an underwater city. Yeah, figure that one out. Well, of course I'm gonna try and find all the items. What kind of a hint is that? Finding all the items. Yeah, that's right, die, fish. Man, this game is really violent. It's kinda weird when everything looks so cheerful. And in this thing's case, incredibly bored. That is one bored tadpole. What is it now, Bulma? Let's see. Dodge the obvious death trap. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for nothing, as usual. Wait, what? How was I supposed to see that coming? Stupid Bulma? Well, now that's out of the way, we come up to boss number 2 of this stage. A scorpion as brought to life by the special cameo appearance of Dark Nimbus. A scorpion that apparently belongs to a school of fighting. And no, sadly it's not Scorpion. It's Poison. Yeah, well I could have figured that. I also find it suspicious that symbols like this even appear. Very suspicious indeed.
Neat! Although I was hoping that since I've been training under you, I'd get to wear your symbol now, you know?
Your old master's emblem is on the front, but mine's the big one on the back.
Something else that's very suspicious is that even when I don't see any direct ties to Dragon Ball, I am seeing influences from Akira Toriyama's other works. Like these Draki bats. Someone was clearly a fan, or they hated him. Other than that, it's just a typical castle level with death traps everywhere. Nothing too interesting to note until a skeleton attacks. A skeleton in pink polka dot shorts. Well, this is awkward. And what does this have to do with Dragon Ball anyway? Oh, come on! It's getting to be goddamn ridiculous. Again.
Goku, you're crazy! I know.
And just when you thought you'd get a chance to compose yourself, Batman. And instead of the bat dance, this is the bat flash. And this was meant for kids, right? This is weird. And I couldn't possibly make a connection to this in Dragon Ball. I mean, when has this ever happened? Oh yeah, the 3rd episode.
Oh my eyes, I think I'm blind.
And it doesn't end there, oh no. The Bat Flasher decides to grant you one final wish before his ultimate defeat.
The world's most comfortable pair of ultra soft.
Yeah, no, we won't put those on. Okay, fine, Krillin can put them on. Well, yeah, what did you expect? And after that, things really start to ramp up. It's a mad dash to the final confrontation in Hell Mark 2. There's more enemies, they're meaner, we get another challenge from the Poison School Dojo, there's fire, and then as a reward for fighting your way through all that, we get to fight our first robot. Well, it's about time. It's not a Dragon Ball fantasy adventure without robots. But then we come to the final stage of the game. It had to end sometime, and here it's another climb of Korin's Tower, but this time Goku makes it up the hard way. No more cheating. Although he really should just take the Nimbus. I mean, look at this madness. Do the bad guys have to take this route too? That sucks. And what else would you expect at the top of this place? Apparently the ultimate baddie has a thing for stained glass windows. Repotman, huh? Okay, must be the last boss. Probably going to be tough, but I think I'm ready. Are you kidding me? The ultimate evil, the monster that destroyed and enslaved the whole world, is a clown?
Circus clown. Well, that's a new one.
Okay, I can't say I'm completely shocked, but before we fight, one last reference. Hey, look at that! I knew we'd see a turtle sooner or later. It's got a guy with a rocket launcher on top, and even spins.
I'm getting dizzy.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, this is easy. Too easy. Something's wrong here, and I can't quite put my finger on what. There's a weird magical clown that lives on top of an impossibly tall tower in an incredibly gaudy house with a throne and a crystal ball. Why do you look so familiar? Wait a second. Just let me... Oh, you are going down, you white purple freak! Haha! Oh, why do things always have to explode? Now I have to boogie on out of here before I end up like one of these beans. What, so the Nimbus was always an option? Doesn't that make the whole trip kind of redundant? What, now there's a blimp? Wow, we actually made it. Oh, what, so no thanks then? I just saved the world and that's the tone I get? Oh, this is the kingdom where you were born. Okay, you're home now, get the hell out. Oh, what? See, this is what happens when you don't finish the bad guys off, Goku.
And my won't he be surprised when he returns home and finds no one here to welcome him but me?
But that's okay. I mean, round 2 is kind of anticlimactic. Kind of like this. So much for being immortal. And just when you thought it couldn't be any more on the nose than it already had been...
Eternal Dragon! I have a wish!
Yeah. Well, what else is there to say? Peace and prosperity reign, the kingdom is restored, and now everyone lives happily ever after. Just like in the real Dragon Ball. Thanks, Dragon.
You're welcome. I must go now.
Now, how do I end this video? Yeah, we're not doing that joke.